What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, YouTube Traders Glow FX. I'm going to be sharing my analysis on AUD USD, the breakdowns, and US30. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So on the 1 hour time frame, we were looking for some supply areas for the market to come and test those highs before selling back off. Okay. Now, originally, I'm gonna share with you guys what I had shared in the group at the one point of time. So let's go ahead and do this again. I had originally had this in this area. Okay, so let's just go ahead and just put that right there. So this is all the USD, guys. So I was looking overall for sales. Okay, so I was wanting the market to come up here, and then ultimately, if it breaks through that area, I would like for the market to come up here. Okay, so these are my two major supply areas. Okay, now going forward and moving forward, I caught a 1-to-1 at a demand zone. So the thing that I like to do is definitely in the early stages of the week, if the market continues to hit equal lows and it wants to continues to push up this way, then I know that the market is pulling back to either this area or this area of a level of supply, right? So in that case, if that is the case, which was the case, I ended up buying this position and I aimed for a 1-to-1. And the reason why I'm aiming for a 1-to-1 is because the market is in the overall downtrend, so I don't want to be traded against the markets, but I did it in a safe manner. All right, so looking at the 5-minute time frame, the market pushes up, right? And right there, and then I've noticed that the market was definitely going to go up after hitting these lows, and it continuously creating higher highs. And so I aim for a 1-to-1 around here. My stop loss is right here, so you put you at a 1-to-1. Okay, so 10 pip stop loss, 15 pip move, but I actually got a like whatever right there. It's 10 pip stop loss, 10 pip on profit. Boom. All right. And so after that, I ended up looking at AU and I was like, okay, I got a 1-to-1. Now, where can I catch my next move? Okay. So obviously, this was my next area of supply, right? This was my next area of supply. And I really wanted to sell at this point. And it was around like, 7:50, close to 8 o'clock. So I'm just not getting to work and I'm looking for some more supply setups. Okay. But if you go on a 15-minute, you can see that it starts to hit this zone, and then you can see that within that time, it explodes right through it, right? So we call this equal highs, and it broke right through my equal highs, like grabbing liquidity. Now I'm expecting some sales, especially at this rejection. Usually, guys, I will end up, shorting this like right when I start seeing a rejection. I put the stop loss right here, and I aim for like either this low or this low down here. But at this point, I went to the 5-minute and I just wanted to be on the safe side, especially since it's earlier in the week. And I just want to see it kind of crush down to some of these lows. Now, this was another supply area. I sent out the group. I said we can probably look for more buys in this area. But if rejection does not take place and does not reject where we wanted to go and continue bullish and it sells right through, then I'll be looking for more opportunities to sell. So let's go ahead and get this out the way. That was my 1-on-1. We can see that the market started crashing. Okay, so once the market started crashing, I'm like, okay, where can I take my next setup? So I deleted this area. All right, now this was my next supply area. This was my next supply area. This is the 5-minute time frame. Look at the 15-minute time frame, you can see that as well, but it looks better on the 5-minute time frame. So once it hits this zone, I'll take it right here for 10 pip, 15 pip stop loss, right? So what happens is it come back into the area. Let's see. There we go. Oh, sorry. It came back into this area and I ended up hitting my shorts right here. All right. Put my stop loss, place my stop loss right here and had it down to the 500 area. Now, some of you guys is wondering like why to the 500 area? Well, the reason why it was at the 500 area is because the market had recently come down to this low twice, so I was expecting a third retest. So I was telling people in the group to hit this. Now, as far as you can see, you guys saw that it was coming back up, so I was at least 25 pips in profit, 28 pips in profit. And I told myself I wanted to place this trade at break even. Now, the reason why I placed this trade at break even is because I did not want to, number one, didn't want to get hit right here in case the market wanted to come back and test these highs. And number two, I was already like, you know what, it's going to have to come back down here at some point, right? But if it doesn't, I put it at break even. So it hit me out at break even. I was a little bit frustrated at this trade just because of the simple fact that I was in 20 plus pips in profit. I had 2 positions in. So the lesson learned is take partials, guys, because I was already 20 pips in. If I had 2 positions, that's already 40 pips in profit. And I was just kind of, frustrated, right? Now, I was expecting the market to come up here for AU or around here. Now, some people was buying this, which was not bad. But the simple fact that, the market is overall down too, you still want to, stay with the overall trend, right? So market comes up and hits the supply area exactly where I wanted it to hit. And then it just comes right back down. So I did not take this move just because it was 12 o'clock, guys. And I just, around that time, I'm not trying to trade. So I'm coming back the next day, right? So what I can see for AU possibly happening, I can see possible buys at these lows. Okay. And why buys at these lows is because this could be a potential setup for a demand area. Okay. Now, if the market retraces back up, because I am overall bearish, the markets could retrace back up to these highs. Okay. It can retrace back up to these highs for this supply. And if it goes way above, definitely this supply. But I'll be looking more of this supply chain to see what happens. And if it continues upwards, it can probably come up to this supply. So all I trade is supply and demand, guys. It's just very simple to me. It makes it more easier for me to to trade and not to really worry so much about the M's and W formations or manipulation. To me, just like maybe if the M or W does happen, I'll wait afterwards and let it come back to retest either a supply or demand setup. That's how I like to trade, right? So moving on to US30. US30 the same way. I did not take US30, but I did have some sales opportunities at these highs at the time. It did come up to the supply area and did sell off. Now I was going to teach you guys something. Once it breaks through these equal highs right here, guys, right? Once it broke through these equal highs, what you should be looking for is the sales. Now, some of you guys are probably, well, why not buy? Well, you could buy, but if you're already up here and you missed the full move, it's already at supply area, right? And since it's at a 1 hour supply area, 15-minute supply area, you could be looking for sales. Once you see on the 5 minute, you see the market you see how it's wedging it all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden it's consistently breaking these lows. That's telling you that the market no longer wants to go upwards. Okay, so in reality, you could have like drawn that up, put this at a high right here. You see how it came back and retested this area right here. That's your supply area, and you could have entered for your shorts, place your stop loss right above this area, which is like let's see, for US30, it's about an 8 pip stop loss. Wrote it down. This whole move was a 40 pip move right here. I remember watching over this. Let me see. Yep, 44, 45 pip move. So it would have been good. So that's why trading your supply and demand setups are pretty good. If you would have had a demand setup right here, you'll be up 17 pips. It's just like, it's all about like following the trend and just waiting for the market to come back and hit either the supply or demand level. So that's how I trade, guys. If you really love this video, definitely like it, definitely subscribe. Also, I have posted the Telegram link down in the group for you guys to also join. So go ahead and join the group, and yeah, let's get to it. Gold right now, I'm not trading gold. To be honest, I have not been trading gold. I've been looking at gold, but not as much as US30 and Australian dollar. Okay, so we could be seeing more sales on the US30, more sales on AU. But if it gets down here, starts rejecting and buys back up, we could be looking for some buys. But ultimately, we can just find some more sales because it is an overall downtrend. Okay, it is an overall downtrend. I think a lot of times, as traders, we forget, like, just because the market has broken out does not mean that the market's going to continue to go. Some people do that trend line trading. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but to be honest, it's not in my opinion, is not effective. I tried it so many times, it just doesn't work. But you can obviously see that the market broke out of here. It went up at least 37 pips, but then it dropped over 80 pips, guys. So that should tell you that this market is a bearish market. Okay, all this move right here was basically just a, it was a news event move right here for the US dollar, which is ended up being very good for the US dollar, and XXX USD is going to continue to be bearish. Okay, so don't get faked out by these pullbacks. If you buy in a bearish market, make sure you're buying at a crucial demand zone. Make sure your setup looks good. Make sure you see the rejection and candlestick patterns, everything. But in reality, maybe scalp it to a high, and then once it hits that supply zone, take profits, and then you can sell back right down into the bearish territory. So I hope this video was very helpful for you guys. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you.